I need a classic. Baby, don't you fuck with me. I don't get no traffic. But with a little bit of that plastic. Yeah, I keep my money. I don't give a fuck about the money. I'm gonna give it all money. Yeah. Hey guys, what's up? So, if you guys don't know this, season one, we did a little bit of Madden prediction. It was crazy. It predicted at first Bills, or actually no, Browns versus Cardinals for the Super Bowl. Then he predicted the Bills versus Cardinals for the Super Bowl, with the Cardinals beating the Bills. But then we did it again for a third time, and it came out the other way around. So this one's going to be a little bit different. This one's going to be for season 2 version. And I've already did a little bit of it in the chat, but this is for the YouTube channel for everybody to know. This is legitimate what we do just to mess around when we're bored, because week 10 is streaming Wednesday, and this is what we do. Alright, so you guys are going to see the Super Bowl on top of the screen when I press circle, but let it load, let it load. Paul Brabin versus Kyle Recker, or Kyle Ricardo, I mean, in the Super Bowl. Let's just go to the standings. Let's see. Let me show you. Here's our teams for the AFC. Number 1 seed was Bills. Number 2 was Titans. Number 3 was Ravens. And it came out to be number 4 as Raiders, but since Patriots had a better thing, they were technically number 4, but they were put down number 5 because they were in the wild card. But number 4 is Raiders. Number 5 is Patriots. Number 6 is Chargers. If you guys don't know, only one of these teams is known, and that's Ravens. And that's because, whatever. We go to the NFC. We got the Packers at number 1. Cardinals at number 2. Rams were supposed to be number 3, but since Cardinals are in the division, they are now number 5. Falcons are number 4, and Redskins are number 5. Or Falcons are number 3, and Redskins are now number 4. Rams are number 5, and Bears are number 6. DeAndre and Davey. Yeah, whatever. No one cares. They've been quiet. Besides DeAndre. DeAndre was number 1 for a little while. That is the standings. That is basically the playoffs for you. Now we get into the playoff schedule. Of course, you got the Super Bowl. Let's go to the wild card. The Chargers beat the Ravens 27-24. Bears beat the Falcons Bears lost to the Falcons 20-28. Patriots lost to the Raiders 20-23. Rams beat the Redskins 27-24. And Redskins aren't that good. I mean, yeah, they did pretty well, but they're not that good. So this is kind of skeptical. This makes me think Rams are going to lose. This is another skeptical thinking. I'm going to think Chargers are going to lose because Ravens aren't that good. And that's just hysterical in my eyes. This really surprised me. The Patriots losing in the wild card. That was kind of surprising. Then we get into the divisional. The Bills blow out the Chargers 31-8. I was like, God damn. And the Rams beat the Packers 24-22. Packers are a 99 overall squad. Rams are not. So to beat the 99 overall squad by 2 points was crazy. Raiders lost to the Titans 24-29. The Cardinals once again beat the Falcons the third time. Actually, no, the third time the Cardinals have played the Falcons in this league, and they beat them. The Falcons are just bad against the Cardinals, man. We get into the conference. It's Titans and Bills. 38-41. That was a shootout win for the Bills. But then the Rams shutting down the Cardinals in all layers and forms, 27-3. Another 99 overall squad. The Rams completely obliterated. I was so shocked to see that. I was like, holy hell. Paul Bravin must have had a fun time in that. We get to the Super Bowl with another 99 squad versus the Rams, but there's big difference this time though. Bills are away, whereas Rams, each time they beat the 99 overall squad, they were away. So we get to see where the opposite way around, which that's going to be one heck of a time to see. We get into the stats. I'm pretty sure I already went over this over in the Discord, but let's go over to the NFL. For passing, Patrick Mahomes led with 34 TDs, 18 interceptions, and over 4,300 passing yards. Dak Prescott came in second. Russell Wilson came in third. Mariota, who played for the Eagles, came in fourth, but had only 26 touchdowns to 15 interceptions. Dak Prescott had 36 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. That's a pretty good time right there. TBJ coming in at number 5, right? Yeah, with just barely under 4,000 yards and 32 touchdowns for 7 interceptions. Amazing stats for that dude. For clown of season 1, amazing stats. We get into the rushing top 5. Joe Mixon leads. Alvin Kamara comes in with number 2. Saquon Barkley number 3. Mark Ingram number 4. Todd Gurley number 5. All 1,000-yard leaders. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, Joe Mixon had 18 rushing touchdowns. My guy. Todd Gurley had 10. The others had single digits. We get into receiving. Kenny Golladay led the league. Oh, wait, what was going on? With 1,000 yards, or almost 1,100 yards. 78 receptions. Cortland Sutton with 71. DK Metcalf had 73. McCole Hardman had 86, and OBJ had 75. That was crazy to look at least. Yeah, Jason Recker came in close. Dang. I was just checking on my own terms because that was like a little bit. Blocking, Zach Martin for the Cowboys led. Rodney Hudson for the Raiders came in number 2. And then Denzel Good came in number 3. Cody Whitehair came in number 4, and Gerald Mora came in number 5. We look at defense. Devin Bush, my guy, 90 solo tackles, had 124 altogether. Then we get into Fred Warner, who absolutely smacked. If you look. He absolutely smacked. Gerard Davis came in number 3. Sorry guys, I'm losing focus. Raekwon McKinnon came in at number 4, and then Benedrick McKinney came in at number 5. Some good things there. Kicking, we had the Chargers kicker, and whoever that is, or Justin Tucker, Will Lutz, and then Chris Boswell. For punting, no one cares about punting. For kick return, Marvin Jones came in as number 1 with 1 kick return touchdown. I say Brandon Cook should look at this stat line compared to what? That's lame. Brandon Cooks definitely should have gotten that. Jason Recker came in at number 5 or number 4, my bad. Alex Erickson came in at number 3. And David Johnson came in at number 5. Punt return. Caleb Perk had 2 punt return touchdowns. as he is number 4 on our list. So Tre'Davious White at number 5, D.D. Westbrook at number 3, Alan Lazard at number 2, and Dante Hamilton at number 1. So there you guys go, the stat line for that. Let's get into the yearly awards. Dak Prescott came in at number 1 for MVP. Lamar, Cam, Patrick, Marlon, Ryan, Joe, Tyler, Russell, and Sean. If you guys can see, there is no Rams or Bills in this one. But if you go to Coach of the Year, first one is Bills. Sean McDermott gets it. Matt LaFleur, I don't know how to say his last name, gets number 2. Harbaugh gets 3. Quinn comes in at 4. Mike Vrabel comes at number 5. McVay comes at 6. Kingsbury comes at 7. Sean Payton comes at 8. Matt Nagy comes at 9. And Bruce Arians comes at 10. Now we go to AFC Player of the Year. Dak Prescott has number 1. Let's see who the custom players. Joe Mixon comes in at number 3. That's pretty good. Kyle Ricardo comes in at number 5. TVJ comes in at 7. Guido Moy comes at 9. Some good players there. Defensive Player of the Year, Juwan Sucks Me Long Cox, which actually he got 21 sacks as I checked right before this on the season. That's crazy. Junior Seau comes in with number 4. Who else? Anyone else? There's no one else. Okay. We're going to Offensive Rookie of the Year. Kirkland Phelps and Anthony Lake with Perry Nails. Anyone else that is a custom player that should be up here? Nope. Those 3 come in at top 4. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Karifi Watson for the Patriots comes in at number 2. And Watford comes in at 4. Big Mike for the Patriots comes in at number 6, a defensive tackle. And who else? Anyone else? No, that would be it for offense or defensive Rookie of the Year. Best QB, we had Dak Prescott coming at number 1, Kyle Ricardo coming at 2, TBJ coming at 4, and that would be it for custom players besides Dak Prescott because Dak, the first one gets. Okay, best running back, Joe Mixon comes in at number 1 for the AFC. Danger Runner for the Patriots comes at number 5. Xavier Rhodes comes in at number 8. And yeah. Best wide receiver, Albert Wilson gets number 1, but Jason Reckert came in at number 2. Caleb Perk came at 3. Dion Carrieto came at number 7. And that'll be it for custom players in the first one. Best O-line, we finally, I believe this is our first custom player gets, first custom player gets first pick. That's Daniel Verge coming in for the Bills. Will Smuggs. And, what? Actually, no, he's not. Rex Grant comes in at number 7. Justin Griffin comes out at number 9. And that'll be it for custom players. D-line, Juwan Sucks Me Long Cox comes in at number 1. Here we are. We're getting down. Vita Vea, if you guys don't know, plays for the Bills. Anyways. And that'll be it for custom players. But you guys can tell who is down there. Best linebacker, Junior Seau comes in at number 1. And anyone else? Khalil Mack's also on the Bills, by the way. Best DB, Brian Poole comes in at number 1. Tyron Johnson comes in at number 2. Micah Hyde played. Wait, Micah Hyde. Oh, okay, Micah Hyde's up here. I didn't see that. Ian Mills, number 10. Never mind Ian Carrito. Ian Mills, my boy. He comes in at number 10. Just making it. Kevin Johnson actually is a custom player. I completely forgot about that. And yeah. Best kicker. I don't think there's any custom kickers this year. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. NFC Offensive Player of the Year. You got Cam Newton with Marlon Bucks coming in at number 2. And then Tyler Roderick coming in at number 4. Jamie Spencer at number 5. And Paul Bravin comes in at number 9. Amazing. Defensive Player of the Year. Willie McGinnis gets number 1. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Gerard Davis. Actually, I don't think he's custom. Never mind. Quentin Trust comes in at number 8. And that'll be it. But Devin White's on Vikings, by the way. Anyways, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Here we are. Thurman Dockery. Warren Mole comes in. Trent Murphy is number 3. Who else? Who else? Who else? That would be it. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Kenneth Hall comes in at number 1. Link Willie, someone who came in at week 9, is number 4 for the Lions. Oh, Austin Frost, here he is, number 5 for the Cowboys. Dan Stanley coming in for the Bucks at number 10. I believe you're just a regular rookie. Alright, best QV, Jamie Spencer with number 1. Patrick Mahomes at number 2, Russell Wilson, then Marlon Bucks, Tyler Roderick at number 6, Paul Bravin at number 7, and Jack Frost at number 10. Best running back, we have Saquon Barkley at number 1, Barry Sanders at number 4, DeAndre Akayas at number 6, Evan Bax at number 8, and Devontae Freeman will end us off at number 10. Best wide receiver, DK Metcalf for the Seahawks. John Brown came for number 2 for the Packers. Marquise Brown came in at number 3 for the Bears. Thurman Dockery came in at number 4 for the Eagles. Here we go. Justin Verdi for the Buccaneers comes in at number 8. And now end off our best wide receivers. Best O-line for the NFC is Leroy Jenkins at number 1 for the Packers, who is a custom player that is up here. Eric Pax, who came in at number 9, or at week 9, comes in at number 6. Tyrell Turnip comes in at number 8. I don't think that one's new. Zach Wills comes in at number 10. Best D-line, you have Shaquille Barrett comes in for number 1 for the Bucks. Aaron Donald, Kenny Clark, Daniel Hunter, DeForest Buckner, Grady Jarrett, Myles Garrett, Jack Lawson, and Rodney Gutner. Best linebacker, we have Willie McGinnis coming in for the Bears. Then we have Devin White, Quentin Treps coming in at number 9. Alec Ogletree coming in at 10. Best DB for the NFC, Tre'Davious White leads Desmond Trufant for number 2. Deion Sandcastle, number 3 for the Cardinals. And then here we go. Salem Hackliff for number 5. Kendall Furr, Peter Wilson for number 7. Quandre Diggs for number 9. And Sean Murphy Bunting for number 10. Best kicker, Aldrick Rosas came in as number 1. Carter McFly, because I do know there was some custom Carter McFly for the Packers. And Edward Rutherford, I don't know how to say his, for number 5 for the Cowboys. And then Tyler Gunners comes in at number 9 for the Cardinals. So there we go. If you guys want proof that Juwan made it to number 2, if you guys see 21, 21, 21, Juwan sucks. Milan Cox, Raiders, right end, 2020, stat line 21. So Juwan sucks is going to be hella trade bait. And I did promise this. We are going to watch the predicted Super Bowl from Madden. But we're going to do the Bills. Oh, the helmet's wrong. Wait, guys. The helmet's wrong. There it is. The Bills MFL jerseys. We're going to do enhance. We're going to watch this. We're going to see how the Bills and the Rams, a 99 overall team versus 97, we're going to see how they play out.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on E.
Let's go. So Bills and Rams is the predicted Super Bowl.
Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. With that, it's time for Super Bowl.
It's going to be one heck of a game.
We'll get you over to Tampa. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Make it a good one, gents.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you
Here we
to
are.
Exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams.
Where are we playing? Where's Super Bowl? Oh, this is Tampa, isn't it?
Extreme privilege
Yeah,
to
this is
be
Tampa.
on hand for the Super Bowl, and I can't help but look down on this field and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams.
Oh, they have the same exact records. Like, not even like anything different. Both coaches have 42 wins and 22 losses and 5 playoff wins. That's crazy.
NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really
So
took
Paul
hold.
Bradden
And
versus
think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first 2.
Kyle
That got us kicked
Liccardo.
off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name.
I wonder what happens if you keep on
No
tying.
doubt
Like,
about it. They
can
hold
you
up the
tie in a
ultimate
Super Bowl?
symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
How many times can you tie in a Super Bowl? That's the real question. Here we go, JoJo Natson. Out to return. This is probably the most. Bills are probably the most iconic team of MFL. At least to start them off. To start off the league. Most iconic. So Paul Bradden would be getting the ball first to start off. I'm sorry if the commentators are kind of loud because I'm not going to really care about turning them down because it's pointless.
This is taken at the 3.
He's able to get it up to the 28. And he's injured JoJo Natson.
A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. 49. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Fire.
On the counter, Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down.
Set, ready? 15 lining. 15 line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vita Vea able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. What? Deep river, deep river.
Now Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Back to throw. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And the Rams with a score. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bills getting ready on offense for their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You don't want none. Switch. Now.
They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 3rd down gain of 19.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
He's crashing. He's checking.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Nice, sweetheart. Jam him.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Be careful.
Now it's Gurley.
Don't get nervous.
And
Check,
the
check,
running
check,
lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Well, just like you said, they've got the lead, don't do anything silly, run the football, and that's what they did.
They would have liked to have created a little more room for their punter, but he'll take what they gave him, and he'll go out there now and try and get the ball off and help his defense.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. It's taken to the 26. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he connects with Ertz. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
70, Indy.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Check.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Back to throw here, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Double tight. 3 down.
There you go.
2nd and 2. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He's going to rifle. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Hauschka now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And an alley to run.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They can't do it here. They can't throw what we got here. We don't need time. Is it, baby?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Let's go!
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Go now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up.
Get it.
A give, Singletary right side. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 43.
Big ripper. Big ripper.
They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Ertz over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch 90.
Single.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He'll have a first down past the 40. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 72 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. On second down now, Singletary, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll drop to throw. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. Breaks a tackle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Gator. Out of here.
Shift.
Ready.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Right there. Silver.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
56. Watch the run. They're running.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Coming this way, coming
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a third and nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! Sack, baby! Sack!
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
All day, every day.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Ready?
Another carry now for Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. A Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
And Zerline's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Get ready.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's get it.
Singletary again. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
65. Joker.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Get him, boys.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's fourth down. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. So they had to take the shot there. Obviously, that was pretty much it, their last chance.
No other play for them, right? I mean, there's no other choice. It's not like you can have some strategy move, right? Punt it away and hope to. No, that's what they had to do. Right now, that offensive unit, they're pretty discouraged on the sidelines. They're going to feel like they let the team down in that situation, but they were in a tough spot to begin with.
And with no timeouts now, they just need a miracle.
Yeah, an absolute miracle. If the team that has the ball, just find a way to run out the clock, take care of the ball, and go home a winner.
So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. Practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports. I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever. And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.